Welcome back, students. In my previous class I have discussed introduction of Microsoft Excel and features of Microsoft Excel. If you have not watched, so please watch that videos. You will understand the points, and subscribe my channel, so whenever I upload the new videos you will get the notification. So now point is starting Microsoft Excel. How we can start Microsoft Excel in Windows 7. To start the Microsoft Excel, I will show you 2-3 different ways. The first way, that is click on start. You have a start button, then when you click on start button you will get a start menu. See, this is start menu, and if you have Microsoft Excel application in that start menu, directly you can click on that application, my Excel window gets open. So this is one way. Second method, if you do not have that Microsoft Excel in the start menu, then click on all programs, then click on Microsoft Office folder. You can see here, so I am highlighting that folder, then click on Microsoft Excel 2010. When you click on that option, you are going to get the same application. So this is two ways. So one is start menu and second one is all programs and Microsoft Office. Next, one more method you can use this search box. You can use this search box to search that Excel. Just you can type Microsoft Excel, then also you are going to get that application. You can click and you can open. Then last method, that is by using run window. So by using run window, see how to open that. To open a run, press this Windows button. So Windows button and press R. So when you press Windows and R, you will get a run window. You can see it. So run window is open. So see how to open. Once again I will show you. Press Windows button, then R. So Windows R is to open a run. So in this run, type Excel. Just type Excel and click on OK button. Your Excel window gets open. I have shown you 4 ways to open Microsoft Excel. You can follow any one method to open this application and you can work it. So now point is, when you open Microsoft Excel, so by default you will get 3 sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Okay, so these are the 3 different sheets, and this entire Microsoft Excel, this file is considered as a book. So one book. Okay, so now this is one book 1, and so in that book 3 sheets. Okay, like our notebook. So in a notebook we have 100 pages, 200 pages, same way. So here also this is Excel sheet. So this is one book. So in this we have 3 sheets. So now point is workbook and worksheet. So this collection of this book contains collection of sheets. You can add n number of sheets. Okay, so that explanation is given here. The Excel window that appears on the screen is called workbook. So the window, now the window which is appearing on the screen, so this is called as workbook, and it is assigned a temporary name. See here, this is a temporary name, book 1. It is assigned a temporary name, that is book 1. Book 1 is the temporary name, or you can say default name. Workbook is like a notebook. So as I told you, it is like a notebook. So notebook consists of number of pages. Okay, same way here, this book contains number of sheets, worksheets, you can see. So now how you can define this worksheet? A worksheet is a grid like area. So this is called as grid. So this number of rows and columns, it is called as grid. Okay, it is grid like area made up of rows and columns. Here these are the columns and these are the rows. So this grid is made up of rows and columns, where you enter and work with data. So in this cells, by using these rows and columns, it forms a cell, and in this cell we are going to enter the data and we will work it. By default, an Excel workbook displays 3 worksheets at the bottom. So when we open Microsoft Excel, by default 3 worksheets are displaying: sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. So these are the default, means when you open you will get these 3 sheets. we can add any number of sheets in workbook according to the limit of memory available on a computer. You can add n number of sheets here. When you click on this icon, next sheet gets added. It depends upon your computer memory, so there is no any limitation. If you have a memory, you can add n number of sheets in this workbook. Okay, so this is all about workbook and worksheet. Now total how many rows and how many columns are there, that is given here. So Excel workbook, it consists, see, 10,48,576. Now I am in first row, first cell. Directly I'll go to last cell. So 10,48,576 rows are available in one sheet. So that number of rows counts of only one sheet. So like that we have n number of sheets. You can add plenty of data. Okay, there is no any restriction or limitations. This is rows. Now how many columns we'll see. So total columns are 16,384. So XFD is the last column. The count comes this 16,384 columns, and these columns are represented with alphabetical letters. Alphabetical letters like C. So when it begins with the A and when it gets finished with Z, let me show you. So when it gets over with the Z, then again that letters repeats with A B A C. So like that AZ. Then again, so like that we have XFD. Okay, so that is represented with alphabetical this one, and this rows are mentioned, or it is represented with the numbers, numerical numbers. So that is 10,48,576 rows. So this is brief information about this workbook. Now we'll see what are the options which is available here. So that is given here, that is components of worksheet. So that label, that image is given in your textbook briefly. So let me explain. So this is file tab. So this file tab replaced with the office button. So in previous versions of Microsoft Office we had office button here, and in a 2010 version they replaced with file tab. Next, this bar, so this is quick access toolbar. So this bar is called as quick access toolbar, and here title bar. So book 1, it is a title bar, and when you save your file, the name gets appear on this title bar. Here you have 3 buttons for minimizing, restore and close button, and this home, insert, page layout. So these all are called as tabs. So these all are tabs. Next, this box. So this box is called as name box. Okay. So the highlighted Z1. So this box is called as name box, and this bar is called as formula bar, and this entire strip is called as ribbon. So you can see this is ribbon. Okay. Here you have the groups. So this clipboard group, font group, alignment group, number group. So that commands are grouped together and combined it in a tabs. So every tab is having groups, and every group is having number of options. Next is the cell, this dark border. So this box is called as active cell. Active cell means that is highlighting with a dark border. It indicates you can enter the text, or you can enter the value only in this cell. So now this is active. If you want to enter in other cell, means not possible. You can enter only in active cell. Okay, I can type the numbers only here. I can type the number only here. I can't type it. So if you want to type it here, means you have to make it active, then you type. But so only in an active cell you can type it. And these are the row headings 1, 2, 3, 4. Already I told you 10,48,576 rows are there, row headings, and these are column headings. Column headings, that is represented with the alphabetical letters except the last column. And the tab scrolling buttons. So these are called as tab scrolling buttons. And this is ready. So this is called as status bar. Then here status bar, this full entire bar is status bar, and here you have vertical scroll bar, and here you have horizontal scroll bar. So two scroll bars are present. One is horizontal and another one is vertical scroll bar, and here they are given zoom option. You can increase the view size of a workbook. This zoom you can increase also, you can decrease also, and 3 types of views are given here. So one is normal view, second one is page layout view, and third one is page break view. Okay, so these are 3 views. Okay, so I hope I cover almost all the points from this window. In the next class we will see components of worksheet. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you for watching.